Greetings, everyone, including the people of Earth 616, Universe 275347. I've heard I've got a small following started out there, so I just have to give you a shout out. I'm sorry it takes so long for my episodes to get to your universe. You can't even imagine how difficult it is. You've learned in the last couple episodes that I communicate with the manager of the Earth 616 YouTube channel telepathically. Well, maybe nobody said that, but that's what's going on, so that's why it takes so long for the episodes to get to you. Also, you are only receiving a select number of episodes. I'm here at the studio doing the podcast live every day, but you guys only get to hear the YouTube episodes that are available in your universe. Francis did a good job for episode 16, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Don't you all want to hear about my vacation? I said I was going on vacation, and I haven't uploaded an episode in a while, so I'm back. I hope you're all so excited that I'm back. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I went back to that old fishing town that I spent some time at many years ago. And of course, what else was I expecting? The place doesn't exist anymore. The whole area has been replaced with an enormous Starbucks superstore. So I got some coffee and sought out a new place to rest my roots. A very unexpected side quest. I tried a bird's nest, a watercress, an old man's vest. Nothing could suit my needs. Then one of my knees stopped working, so eventually I settled in an abandoned beach house. I stayed for one night and lost my mind. It doesn't matter where I go. Everything always stays the same. I change, everything around me changes, but somehow nothing is actually changing. You can travel to a different universe and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. As soon as you get there, your brain adjusts to its surroundings, and suddenly it feels like you know that universe better than the previous one. So here I am again. Like I am every day. Just like I never left. I think everyone should have a podcast. Why was the audio so much better for Francis and Jeffrey than it was for me? My audio always sounds like crap. Can anyone tell me? Yeah, who knows? But, so, anyway, Francis did a good job. A good job at exposing the secrets of my studio. Nobody was supposed to know this place is basically an empty skyscraper / holodeck with a computer that can generate anything you want. And yes, there are bleachers in here that never get used. They were put here a long time ago, and I don't want to talk about it. And yeah, we also have video cameras, but this is an audio-only podcast. The cameras are here for a different reason. I don't want to talk about it. But honestly, I thought episode 16 was nice. It was a good episode. I listened to it. I met Francis like over 10 years ago. He drew a picture of me and I saw it in a dream. The logo for my channel is the picture that he drew. That's me. That's what I look like. I mean, those are my heads. My 3 heads. 3 pointy heads. And then I contacted him through a crystal ball. And now we communicate telepathically. Hopefully that makes enough sense. If you're not into magic, then you might not understand. But yeah, Francis is, he's something. I don't know what he's talking about with me having a southern accent and playing Chinese checkers. His voice sounds exactly like mine. He's copying me. He and I also have very similar lives, but I don't live in an apartment with a cat. The Rice Lice Colony videos on this channel, those are his videos, not mine. You may hear something that sounds like a cat in this podcast sometimes. That's my pet Groxel. Her name is also Theodore, just like Francis's cat, but a Groxel is not a cat. Okay? Cats don't have antennas. Hopefully that clears some things up. Let's move on. Like I said, I think everyone should have a podcast. I want to know what everyone is thinking about, talking about, you know? Like, a person hosting a podcast is inviting you into their perspective, basically. And it's just interesting to see or hear about another person's perspective in this reality that we're all living in. Yes, we are scattered across different galaxies and universes, but here I am talking to you from Universe 926. And still, we have so much in common. Other than the fact that I am a triad of bickering consciousness that can change its size and shape at will. We're not too different, you and I. Look into your heart, you know it to be true. I am your father. Any Star Wars fans out there? Yeah? No? I prefer parts 4 through 6. Empire Strikes Back is really good. But I'm more of a Star Trek fan. I've seen every episode from the original series, Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine I had trouble getting into, and then I don't really like anything else from Star Trek after that time period. I like all the movies though, but the more recent ones kind of sucked just a little bit. Do any of you know about The Mighty Boosh? It's a TV show with Noel Fielding and Julian Barrett. I freaking love that show. Do you want a list of all my favorite TV shows? That'd be a long list. And I haven't watched TV in so many years. I just stream stuff now. Who has cable anymore? What a scam. Around here there's this monopoly company called Tectrum. And it's basically your only option for cable TV and internet on the East Coast. And it is garbage. It's so expensive and terrible service. I don't use it. Verizon is my only source of internet these days, and it's much better than Tectrum. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm really rambling. Baby, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. You know, I thought I had some deep things to say for this episode, some deep introspective monologue or something, but this is it. It's Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. I've vanquished the demons for today. The walls are thin. All the drains are clogged. All the cards are in. Play whilst I sit, whistle and swim. I see the ships coming back and retreat to the hills. A silent night with the lichen. I've stayed many times before, but when the ships come to shore, it's the lore that gets to me. I heard once a tale of a mystical monster that flails about with the whales, and a king that hails from a place where no one dares to trace the face or trek the trails. Still, seething, Christ. What a waste. Talking to myself for the sake of comfort, I guess. And I'm telling you this for reasons unknown to me. 15,000 miles out at sea and 20,000 meters deep, an ancient deity sleeps, waiting to hear the sound that will cause the earth to shake, quake throughout the roots of truth and milk. Sweet Saladit, I've said too much. I trust you won't cross me. But I've trusted the wrong people in the past. Now the only thing that seems to last is the trash. Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. What a millennia this has been. Thank you for stopping by and listening to episode 17 of the Milkroots podcast. I hope you enjoyed the background music. It's a track from the upcoming Dark Purple Circles album. I'll talk to you later.